to not only transform his life, but to transform other people's lives, right? Clap it up for that first. If you are doing this only for you to go home and put your landlord on social media and not trying to help everybody else to come up, God will strip you for everything that you got. You're not doing this for the life, you're not doing this to show the world, you're doing this to help people. So I need you guys to clap it up and 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 clap it up. Glory to God!
Y'all look good, y'all look good. Peace and love, peace and love. That's me, by the way, that's me. We made it, we made it. Just let it go so we made it. That's right, we made it. All right, you can cut it. Shout out to my people back there in the back. That's my people, man. Shout out to Bags, shout out to Daraine, shout out to David, because he's the truth. Pain is my power. I'm going to go with that message because that's why I'm where I'm at today. Don't let nothing hold you back from your goals and dreams. Just make sure you're dreaming. Dreams do not come true if you're not dreaming. So, and I want to shout out to Daraine as well because when I first met him, he didn't brag. I didn't know what he did. I'm hanging out with this guy. They're like, you know Daraine? So like the way he moves is like the people I like to be around, man. You don't have to show who you are. You don't have to brag. But I knew he had some money though. But no, so pain is my power. When I first became Don Kilam and created this persona, I was under a bridge. I lost a job. And instead of just blaming them, because you know that's what we do. It's the boss's fault. It's the worker's fault. So I took responsibility. I knew it was me. I knew I was raising men. I have children. I knew I was raising men. They was going to walk in my footsteps. So I said, it's time to walk by faith, not by sight. All right? And that took me back to my mom's baby sister. I call her, it's my aunt. She was 25. She committed suicide because she couldn't afford her bills. Because the debt was piling up. So I know everybody in here has debt, right? Or came across debt. That's why you're here, correct? Right. So you know some. So at least you're taking a step to invest in yourself. Some people take a different route. And they let it get to them, you know. I was raised in the hood. I had a black family, so we don't care about bills anyways. So. But you know, same way with my mom. My mom just passed this year in April 15th, and 58, young. You know, and I put bills as, it was always one of her big stresses in life. She was always stressed out. So when you start to understand these things and start understanding what debt is, you know, to me, debt means death. You know, it does take for your life. I need y'all to understand it is a game. It's a game. Like, don't think it's not a game. You're a player in this game, and you were chosen. So you're living for your name. It's your name that you're working for. It's your name that you're living for. So I don't look at it as that name is me. This is something that you're handing down. You know, you're handing down. So when you die, if you have debt, you're handing that debt off. The debt just don't go away. I don't know if you guys know that. The debt does not just go away. So you'll hand that off to your offspring. So this is why you have to understand. I look at my name as a business. I'm not going to get too deep on that. So, and that's how I combat with consumer law. I study law. I do have an honorary doctorate degree. I do have a degree in law. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. Thank you. And I'm going to tell you who even paid for it. Does everybody remember the Mike Brown stuff that happened in St. Louis? The kid got shot. So I was in the affected area, and the government actually paid for my college. So I just took advantage of paying in the power. So, and that's where everything in life, just learn how to turn your tragedy into triumphs. You know, when you start making it, you're going to be challenged. So I look at things the other way, because they don't really, if y'all look up etymology, I'm not going to get too deep, but words have different meanings, right? So I look at courage as coursing your rage. You have this rage, right? Everything's not going your way. Anger is a power. There's nothing wrong with being angry. Just learn how to course it correctly. Course it into triumph. Course that energy. It's an energy. You should be angry at something. You should be mad you're broke. You should be mad your credit score is not right. Or you're not, and people should be mad that they're not in rooms connecting, because that's where you gain the information. You learn with people. You know, I did used to do door-to-door sales, and that's when I just started learning the power of the mind. However you're feeling that day. You know, I would set quotas for myself. Say I set a quota for 5. If I might fall on 2 or 3. I didn't shoot the bar high enough. So that's when I start learning you have to do that self-talk with yourself. Make sure your self-talk is together. With any of this consumer law, you have to know that. Because a lot of people don't even understand the law or understand what they're reading. It is federal law. I don't know if you guys know that. Y'all using federal codes and statutes, correct? Yeah. This is federal law. You're learning what the attorneys are not going to teach you. They have a public education. So when you're learning consumer law, this is a private education, and you're teaching yourself. You're getting around the people that it's not going to benefit them. When you understand these attorneys, that it benefits the system. You have a public attorney. So when you're hollering at Daraine, he's a private attorney, so to speak. I'm not saying he's an attorney or anything like that, but he's a layman. He brings the law simple to you, if that makes sense for everybody. And I don't know if y'all seen Child Support is Fraud. That boy breaks down the law. and it's all about studying and knowing where you are in the system. You're a piece. So quit being a pawn. Learn how to be a power piece. And when you learn how to become a power piece, you start creating things for your name, for your brand. When you do, all these are credit accounts, correct? So you're doing bookkeeping. You're an accountant for your name. This is what I need everybody to understand. That's why it's important to know what's going on with the law, because do they teach you accounting in school, in the public education system? When you first go to school, they're not teaching you accounting. They're not even teaching you about credit. So I want you to know. My boy back there, I'm gonna keep picking on him because he got a Gucci suit on, right? Did your teacher have a Gucci suit? So your teacher cannot lead you to Gucci. They can lead you to about $30,000, $40,000. So birds of a feather flock together. I need everybody to understand that. So make sure I don't care if you have to take them to lunch. Like the man showed up, man. What's his name? David again? Like he showed up. I was homeless too. I had to show up. I was going to, I started getting around real estate people first to start learning credit and learning business. And I was showing up in Goodwill suits and everything. They accepted me. No real estate license, nothing. I only had one person to ask to see that. but just getting around. All right. Just getting around those people, getting around the right circles, and then learning the right things. Look at their life, and that's how far they can take you. Look at their life, and that's how far they can take you. That makes sense for you? All right, just had to make sure it registers, because when I started getting around powerful salesmen, like I was doing door-to-doors, she said, hang out with the bosses. I didn't know why I started getting sales. Like I was doing better than my bosses, and I was just hanging around them. So when you're around them, you're around these people, it will affect the way you move, the doors you come across. It's like when you was younger, your mom kept telling you, if you keep hanging around that person, you're going to jail. Then what happens? You go to jail. So in life, when you go to school, you get a bunch of lessons and you receive a test, correct? Yeah. In life, God gives you the test and you receive the lessons. So that's why everybody here says they have a spiritual relationship with God. So that's true prosperity. God doesn't know what money is. God knows what abundance is. Yeah. So you pray for the wisdom for abundance. But man, I ain't gonna take no time. I ain't gonna take y'all long, man. But just know who you are. Start that inner relationship. Know yourself. That's the best thing you can do at first. It takes 21 days to create a new habit, 90 days to create a new lifestyle. I chose a different lifestyle. I wanted this lifestyle. I knew I was doing God's work, the people that was coming to me, and it just so happened to work, and I haven't looked back since. But much peace and love. That's all I got for you, man.
Let's get it.
Thank you.
All right.
Good stuff, brother. Good stuff.